This is BowDad here with the Prime Inline 3. The 3 indicates the axle to axle. So this is the 33-inch axle to axle. The Prime Inline offers a 1, a 3, a 5, and I think a 39. What's amazing though, the limbs on these, like most limbs, they only come in 10-pound increments. So if you want 70 to 80 pounds, you can get them. But it's only going to be 70 to 80 pounds unless you switch to the lower limbs. So the good thing is it goes from 30 to 80 pounds, but bad thing is you got to switch the limbs every 10-pound increments to adjust. There's some interesting target colors that Prime has come up with. I believe this is called New Prism, and it's got white limbs. So definitely more of a target looking bow, which is surprising for a 33-inch axle to axle. But on the other hand, I've shot many 3D courses with a 33-inch axle to axle, and I think this is kind of like your hybrid. Like, I think you can hunt with this. I think you can do 3D with this. It's a really good bow. The brace height's like 6.5 inches, so you could call it 7, you could call it 6, but it's kind of right in the middle. 4.4 pounds, 337 feet per second. On this one, specifically, we have the Hamskea rest. I've had the Hamskea Trinity for quite a while. And I like the Hamskea Trinity. I feel like it's super easy to set up in the field, on the fly. What I really like about the Prime bows is they have this kind of like axle stud that sticks out a little bit, and you can tie right into that. It makes it so easy. But on the Hamskea Epsilon here, I was noticing a few things. It's got an integrated option, so you could, with an integrated riser, you could attach right to the riser. But it does have this adapter here that you could use if you do not have the integrated option on your bow. Also, the whale tail is a little bit different, looks a little more sweet, got a nice coating on the end of the whale tail. The capture here that surrounds your arrow, it's not too much different other than it's staggered now, which I don't really know why they did the stagger other than to maybe help you get your arrow in there a little better. So we're gonna get this thing ready and fired up. I'm gonna use the Hamskea Epsilon, and we're gonna fire some arrows into some targets. All right, we're out here in the wee morning hours. I got the Prime Inline 3 set up, ready to go with a CB Engage hybrid 3-pin. It's my go-to sight right now. I really like it. I'm gonna fling some arrows at this target and see what happens. I have shot it inline before, like I said, so I have a little experience with it. I'm just reacclimating myself to this bow after shooting a lot of others that are just like maybe slightly newer or slightly older. So we're gonna give it a new preview, a new review, and see what this thing's got. First test I'm gonna do is just what I call the overall feel of the bow. I'm gonna feel it in my hand, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm just gonna try and get an overall impression of the bow. Again, personal opinion, watch my perspective video that I created not that long ago about the perspective. You can't gain my perspective until you actually shoot this bow. So I'm gonna do a close shot, not really trying to see consistency at distance or anything, just overall feel of the bow. All right, so the thing I like about Prime, awesome draw cycle, very solid back wall. These cable stops ain't nothing getting past those hogs. Great shooting bow. Man, I tell you what, these bows 2022, 2023, this is a 2022, the 23 is the Rev X. Man, just all these companies have been doing a superior job of making them so dead in the hand. No stabilizer on this thing, and I shot it, and there was barely any movement at all. Very amazing feel on the release. Almost gave me some reminders of what a Matthews might feel like, as far as like there's power in this bow, but I didn't feel the power leave the bow because they have created these cams in such a way that when that power releases and turns over, it's distributed like perfectly, and it just gives it a really smooth feel. So I liked it. I'm gonna throw a couple more shots, a couple long ones, just to see, again, maybe the feel of the bow, but also just kind of check out the consistency a little bit. All right, so first time shooting it today, wasn't that consistent. I will say the draw length was pretty short for me. I didn't take time to adjust it because I was so excited to shoot it. Hindsight, adjust it first. Probably be a better review and a good idea for yourself. But man, I don't know what it is. I just like, if I get a bow shipped to me, I just like ripping that out of the box and just using it as is, just how it was set up, exactly how they've been firing it. So a lot of the times if I don't adjust the draw length, that's really why. So also I want to say about this bow, this inline's cranked to 70 pounds, but it feels like 60. It is amazingly light and easy to pull back, and you can hold it forever. So keep that in mind for those who like that type of scenario. Also, a little disclaimer here. I didn't shoot very accurate with the bow, and honestly, when I owned the bow back when it came out in 2022, I didn't shoot that accurate with it either. So I actually went back to the Prime Black 3 with the dual cam series with dual cam on top and bottom. We briefly interrupt this message to bring you two pieces of news. One, if you've been actively watching the BowDad videos, please subscribe. Also, two, in this video that I've created, I forgot to leave a rating of the Prime Inline 3. So if I leave my bias out of it and ignore my own personal consistency, which might have just been bad on that day, I actually would give the overall rating and feel of this bow a 9 out of 10. Good job, Prime. And back to our message. So I don't know, it could just be me. Maybe it's a comfort thing, but again, gain your own perspective. Go grab a used bow, find an inline somewhere, see if you can get some reps on it and see if you like it. This is BowDad with the Prime Inline 3. I'm out.